mean, if you clicked on this video, you want to learn how to play Caitlyn like me, okay? And by the end of this video, you will know exactly everything I do in order to win the game on Caitlyn. Okay, I'm literally gonna run through everything, by the way. Okay, I don't care what skill level you are. You probably learn a lot if you're a low rank. But even people Master GM, you should learn a lot as well. But people in challenges, you know, this is just a review for you guys. So I just a challenger, and I can't queue up for a game because the client is broken for whatever reason. So we're gonna make this video. Yeah, I just hit the cutoff. The cutoff is 12:21 right now. So we just hit the cutoff. We're just waiting for the thing to update. And yeah, let's go over how to carry with Caitlyn. Okay, and the first thing we need to go over is the idea of Caitlyn before we even watch any gameplay. I know it's probably boring to you guys, so this video is probably not for like people who just want to fucking. I just want to climb 500 LP for free. Tell me what's the easiest ADC to play, bro. Like this, you guys are not. Those people you can't learn. Okay, you guys are lost. For the people who actually want to get better, you should watch the whole thing. Okay, so when we start with Caitlyn, we need to remember her strengths and weaknesses. Okay, and Caitlyn's strong in the early game, weak in the mid game, strong in the late game, and we will explain. Okay, so the reason why is because Caitlyn's long range of pushing power makes her really good in laning phase, where she can push the wave, get priority, poke on her tower, all that good stuff, combo with support, play off trap, play off Q, right? So pushing equal win, generally speaking. So that's why she's strong in lane. And then the mid game she's weak because she has no all-in power. So if a fight breaks out, she has no guaranteed way to damage the closest guy. And if she hits stuff on the closest guy, it might be like a tank with ninja tabis. So you do no damage, right? But then late game, it comes back around to her being strong again because your headshots do damage to the closest guy when you have 3 items plus level 13, which is when your headshot's strongest. Okay, so then we start being able to headshot the closest guy very strong. And then when they step on a trap, it's lethal on a carry because Q headshot is lethal. And then net is also lethal on a carry because net gives you a headshot, right? So the headshots are what make Caitlyn strong in the late game. Okay, so now that we got it covered, I don't want to focus too much on items and builds because that stuff changes season by season, but I do want to focus on the stuff that does not change year by year. Okay, so this should be an evergreen video. So right now, we're just playing the classic Crit Caitlyn. We're playing First Strike. We're doing this setup where we're taking like cash back, and we're maxing AD. Jacob Trades, Absolute Focus, Gathering Storm for the one-shot potential late game, and a double adaptive so we can queue the range creeps at level 9 and one-shot the range creeps. Don't worry about that too much. Just know that you need enough AD to clear the range creeps at level 9 ideally. Okay, with 1 Q. That's for safety and maximum econ purposes and max pushing purposes for tempo and all that kind of stuff. We will bypass the mid-game. Okay, and if you don't know what to build, you just default triple crit so that you have a guaranteed 3-item spike. Level 13. My specific build is going some kind of Hex Optics, which is really good right now, into some ADs so we can clear the range creeps, into a PD for maximum survivability in the mid-game, into finishing your IE LDR kind of shenanigans, okay? Don't worry about the build too much, okay? If you don't know what to build, literally just like copy whatever I'm doing right now. Metro Archer fans, you guys play the Halo Blade stuff. You can play the Halo Blade stuff too. You're just playing Hex Optics IE LDR, and probably like a collector or a shield bow or whatever AD 4th item to finish out your crit. Just know that you want 100% crit, you want lifesteal somewhere, could be your boost, could be your BT, and then you want situational, could be QSSG as your last item. Okay, now let us finally get into playing the actual champion. Okay, so I'm gonna assume that you guys do not know how to play this champion at all, or maybe you do play her but you are not exactly winning with her. So this video should be useful to literally everybody who touches this champion. Okay, so if I say some things that are boring, I'll try and make things a little bit more advanced, honestly. Because, you know, honestly, trying to teach like Emerald, sorry, not Emerald, Iron, in my head that was Iron. Iron players or unranked players is a little bit hard because, you know, they don't know what their buttons do. I'm going to assume you know what Caitlyn's buttons are, okay? Q being her damage button, W being the trap, E being the net, ulti being the ulti. Yeah. Okay, you know what? This video, I'm sorry. This video is aimed towards golden above. Okay, you play Caitlyn at least one time. Okay, we're not gonna go over anything too crazy. Okay, starting laning phase. I need to take out my pen because we need to talk about a lot of stuff here. This is a challenger lobby. We gotta think about all these things, okay? So first thing, you notice before anything has ever been touched, okay, you need to see the matchup. Zeri, Karma versus Caitlyn Bar. You don't know how to start with looking at your matchup. You look at the supports and you say, what are the supports good at? Karma, very good at pushing and poking, can also catch with her tether, and she can also trade with her shield. Very strong in lane. She has 3 categories. If you don't know about trading, support categories, PvP categories, whatever. There, I have a lane matchup video somewhere on my channel that you can take a look at. But basically, I like to break down the matchups into 4 different main categories: poke, catch, all in, and trade. And I want to look at these categories that supports have, so we know what to do when we fight over minions. Okay. Now we look at Bar. What is Bar good at? Bar can poke with his Q, I guess, right? He can also catch with his Q because he can CC, and that's about it. He can kind of trade. Well, he loves trading with his Q auto attack plus electrocute. And his W heal, but that's basically it. Okay, he's playing to catch and trade. He's just basically throwing Q. Okay, what does Bard want to play around throwing his Q? What does Karma want to play around throwing her Q and shielding her Zeri? Okay, and then possibly tethering me. So already this lane is looking a little bit sus because this Karma is way stronger than Bard, but you'll see later in the video that Karma kind of isn't doing much. That's the first thing you need to take care of. In champ select, loading screen. You load in. What are the supports good at? We must not get hit by Karma and Power Q. We must not get caught by Karma Tether, okay? That's the easiest thing you need to think about. And then we must be wary of trading using my, don't trade with just auto attack. You need to trade with something, usually Caitlyn Net or Headshot. You can't trade with Q because it's hard to hit, right? So if I go for a trade on Zeri's face, I better not get out traded by Karma Shield, okay? That's the things you need to think about, okay? And then the second thing you need to think about for your higher OP players, or just everyone in general should know this, is you need to look at the jungle matchup, okay? And what about the jungle matchup? Don't worry too much. It's just know, can the jungle gank? Do they want to gank? Because, you know, for example, does Hecarim want to gank at level 4? Fuck no. He wants to keep full clear until 6, right? He doesn't even have flash. He's going to get caught and die. And then, where do they start and where are they going? Okay, also, by the way, Viego can in fact fight because he can stun at like level 4, right? Level 3, whatever. So, and where are they going? Okay, so jungle, we don't know any info about Hecarim, so you assume that he's coming towards you. He's pathing bot. So he's going to do something like blue, grump, wolves, chicken, red, krug into gank, right? Is the thought process. And then Viego is clearly starting top side into base bot or top side into just go bot, right? So that is before anything has started, those are the things you should be thinking about. Okay, next, we are actually getting to gameplay. First, this is range versus range matchup. We would love to push because our jungle is playing for our lane. He's coming bot. He wants to play for this crab after full clear. So we would love to push and not take as much damage. Well, I mean, you do kind of want to rock the boat, so to speak. You want to fight because your jungle's on the way, so you can kill them if you trade enough, right? So we do want to contest the push, right? And then so how do we contest the level 1? Well, you run into this lane and you ward this middle bush so that if they don't ward, for example, you sit here and you hit the minions first or you hit them first, thus getting level 1 push, level 1 priority, surprising them. You take the free damage back off, push the wave, they can't do anything. Or you do it so you see what they're doing so they're not doing the exact same thing to you. Okay? And more advanced concept is if you are stronger level 1, which they are, Zeri and Karma have the empowered Karma Q, they can absolutely trash us level 1. You can run in immediately, like this direct line, by the way. You click towards here when the game starts. When they put down the ward as fast as possible, you guys can hit it 3 times. If you and your support there, if you guys duo, okay, in your lower ranks, or if you're in higher low, you guys know this, you can, the first guy that hits this will be able to hit the ward twice. So if we were like-minded, we would immediately run up and contest the ward, instantly killing it. Now, the reason why we didn't do this game is because if we did that, Karma would power Q my face, guaranteed, and we would lose the lane immediately. So that's why we did not contest the ward level 1. Another way to contest the ward level 1 is your support takes sweeper. Usually supports that have insane strong level 1, like, and they want to control this bush, like Pyke. Pyke very often will take sweeper, kill the ward, and then play the hook. He will kill you guys, because his hook is on like a 6, 7, 8 second timer level 1. Hook 1, get your flash, hook 2, GG, all from level 1. Other supports that take this, sweeper, honestly, Pyke's the main one that comes to mind. I mean, it could be like Thresh and stuff, but could even be Bard, depending on the matchup, Bard versus like Leona or something, right? But, okay, I digress. Anyways, that is everything you need to know before the minions have shown up in the lane, okay? We haven't even talked about the mid lane, by the way, but, in this lane, Nasus is not roaming and Silas can roam. It actually does become relevant later, but it's relevant because if your mid laner is like a control mage like Victor, he's never coming bot. But if they're playing something crazy like Nunu, I mean, he might consider coming bot. So you need to take a look at mid, see who has push, see who can move, that kind of stuff. Don't worry about that too much. Probably if you're GM and above, you probably want to start looking at that. Don't worry about that too much. Top, don't worry about the top matchup. Unless the enemy top is 5 kills coming bot through lane at 8 minutes. Don't worry about that at all. TB behind is the thing of the past. Don't worry about that at all, okay? Now, let's start the actual goddamn game. Okay? Press play. Now, our mindset is that we can, in fact, rock the boat, but not so much that we are going to, lose the lane 2v2. Consistency is the most important part about ADC. Consistency in getting your CS, consistency in keeping your health bar high, because ADC, HP is the most important resource in the laning phase. Without HP, you cannot farm. You cannot get the wave under tower. You cannot go help fights, okay? And you have one pot versus supports 2 pot. You cannot just walk up, trade with Karma, throw Q. If you Q her and eat an empower Q, you're losing, okay? In case you didn't know that, you need to know that, okay? So, let's continue. So you see, we are immediately contesting the push. What you want to do is you want to hit the minions, right? And you can consider queuing the wave as Caitlyn, but the first priority is not letting this Karma hit you, okay? With her empower Q, and we must observe what our Bard is trying to do with his Q. Okay, so that is why they are pushing faster, is because we're trying to avoid getting hit by this Karma stuff. Okay, I try to go for some cheeky play. Karma is making a move on me. I'm trying to dissuade her from Empower Q. Got hit by Empower Q. It is what it is. Now we're playing for Bar Q, but obviously he cannot force, right? They have too many minions. So they're just going to Q and kite away. It's not looking great. Okay, we relax and just kill the minions. Okay, you don't know what to do at any given moment, right? By the way, we can hit this because Karma and Power Q is on cooldown. This is like the range of a normal Q. If you don't know what to do at any given moment, your job is to stay safe. Number 1, don't get hit by abilities, and number 2, kill the minion when you can. Okay, that's the most important thing. That if you don't have any defaults, this is where you start. Okay, to see like, oh, how come you're not hitting the minion? She's gonna Q you in the face, right? And Bard is not trying to do anything right now. It's not possible. Okay, relax. Okay, relax. Okay. Okay, so we just wait, and then we can hit the minion when Karma can no longer Q us. Okay, now we're gonna try and contest level 2. What you can do is just Q the wave. You can try and hit them. You can try and give level 2, but you get their HP in exchange. You can try and do that too. Or you can just relax. Okay, so what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to hit them while they're trying to get level 2, and then I'm trying to contest level 2 with my Q here. Right, you can see we're trying to go for level 2, and then we hit level 2 at the same time. This is called the reverse Uno. They hit 2 first, but we're about to hit 2 immediately right after. I'm playing for the reverse Uno. Would not recommend, mostly because in this game, Karma is guaranteed hitting me here, and Bar Q is not guaranteed on Zeri. She can dodge it, right? So I'm gonna hit level 2 here. I'm gonna take E. Thank you for the sub, Michael. We're gonna hit level 2 here. I'm gonna take E. I'm gonna net the Zeri, okay? And we're gonna play like this. Not ideal, but it is what it is, okay? And then I'm gonna pop a potion because I'm playing the bow, right? So you see, it was not easy for us to fight it out, but we did what we did, and then we're playing the rest of it out like disengage, relax, and then we play the lane, right? You'll notice that I hit Zeri with the E, Bart hit Karma with the Q. We call it a day. Okay, that's how you kind of structure these fights. You're seeing how the supports are using their abilities, right? Now we mentioned earlier about the mid push. Salih is doing some level 2 cheese. He's gonna wrap. So now what you want to do is you have man advantage. When you have a game coming, of course you want to rock the boat. Rock the boat means fight. Fight means trade. Trade means get rid of their resources so your teammate can finish them off. So here, we're going to try and take away their attention. We saw we got a Karma Q. I'm trying to take away their attention, right? You see I'm like walking up. I'm trying to make Zeri look at me so we can make this gank work, okay? So you see, like, I'm not going to try and make it too obvious, but I'm trying to make it so that they fight us. And you see that the instant Zeri touched me, she tried to hit me, and Silas is right behind her. She had no idea. We did our job successfully. Right now, you do as much damage as you can, right? I think she's just dead. She tried to flash. She's just dead. I would flash if I have to. I didn't have to flash. And then now we have successfully ganked. You have 2 options, okay? The first is who's coming? Anyone coming to revenge kill? Jungle is finishing his clear. He's not here. Nas is staying mid. Okay, no one's coming. Second, what do I do with the wave? You have 2 options. You base now because the wave is good, or you crash, which means kill all the minions and push your wave into their tower so that you get maximum econ and they lose the wave. Okay, so these are 2 options. Okay, so let's take a look. Now, by default, you will crash the wave into tower. Right? You examine the wave. You will crash the wave in the tower. That way you get maximum econ. They lose this wave. That is the default option. There are cases where you cannot crash the wave because it will take too long. And this is one of those cases. The reason being is that there's a cannon here and the new wave is already incoming. So you must ask yourself, is the wave good? Wave good, meaning if I base right now, which way is the wave pushing? Now, to know which way the wave is pushing, it's dependent on where does the wave meet. So this is the wave meeting in the middle, and how many minions are there. Okay, so let me do some wave theory for you guys who have no idea what I'm talking about. Okay, so this is the middle. If an even wave, 6 minions this side, 6 minions this side, they meet in the middle, no idea where they're gonna go. They're gonna stay in the middle. Okay, they're not pushing towards either lane unless it's some RNG. The wave meets here. The wave will push this way because this team's wave will be reinforced faster. So it will build a slow push towards them, which means I will lose a wave. right? So if the wave, if even wave me here and I based, it's pushing out towards them, I would lose a wave if I base. Zeri would lose nothing, theoretically. It's probably like 2 million minions, but basically she loses nothing, okay? And if the wave met over here, even wave, it's gonna push towards me. I could base freely, right? Because the wave is pushing towards me. We're nothing to worry about. I'm not gonna lose any minions. Now, the wave meets here, okay? But you'll notice something interesting. You'll notice that I have less minions than them, which means that if I base right now, their minions will kill my minions and then fight the next wave, which means the wave's in a good spot. I should just base immediately. I am not losing anything here if I base right now. Does that make sense? Good. Now, you examine the wave and you make a decision right now. Do I base or do I crash? And I say, if you have no idea, you just base immediately. So I'm like, okay, I cannot crash this. We need to go home right now. See, Bart immediately channel. He knows. Okay, so me too. We immediately channel and we get the fuck out of here. And so that way, we waste as little time as possible. We come out of base as fast as possible to catch the minions that are coming, right? You'll notice that Zeri lost the remaining of that wave, and she's actually going to lose the entire wave as she comes back to lane. Watch, there's an entire 6 minions there that Zeri is rushing towards, but she can't make it in time. Watch how many minions she loses, by the way. You see the minions are currently dying on the map. And remember, there's that cannon wave that I just left alone, right? It's going to pan over now. I'm just pressing tab, seeing where my support is going. Okay, you'll see, Zeri lost the entire wave. Success. And what did I lose? I basically lost nothing. You'll notice there's no cannon here anymore, but I was able to pick up an entire wave plus change, and Zeri lost everything. Okay, so that's what you want. Okay, so when you're asking, hey, how do I know when to base? How do I know when to crash? All that stuff. The idea is that you lose as few minions as possible. Remember that. Okay, that's the theory. Okay, now we continue. Now coming out of base, every time you come out of base, you enter a new wave. This is a very good habit to do. You must check what your jungle and support are doing. I come out of base, I see a new wave right here. I'm touching the tower. There are no enemies in my lane. I should be looking at the map. Top's getting pushed in. Mid's seeming okay. He's back mid while Nice is pushing. Bard is looking like he's playing top, and Viego looks like he wants to contest the top side crab instead of the bot side crab because of what happened. Bard came out of lane. You know, before the default plan was we're going to push, keep control, play the crab on the first full clear. Viego sees that Bard came out of base and wants to go top now for the top crab. We're going to trade crabs, okay? Does that make sense? Okay, good. Now, so we know that with all that being said, right, our team wants to play this top crab. We are going to be very safe here until I see Karma and until I see Hackram. Does that make sense? Because I see Karma. Now I see Karma. Let's update. Okay, we now are confirmed Karma is here. Bard is now looking for a mid gank, and I play extra safe. I do not want to do anything to them at all. Do not 1v2. Do not pass gold. Do not collect $200. Never try and play man disadvantage fight as ADC. The only time you can play man disadvantage fight in general in League of Legends is when you can kill them so fucking fast that they fucking dissipate. Okay, you snap their thing to snap your fingers. You're playing Aurelia. You fucking press QR. Blah 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 blah. They're dead. Okay, that's how fast you want to kill them. Okay. Can ADC do that? ADC cannot do that until like 4 or 5 items. Okay, do not take a 4v5 as ADC. Iron rule of thumb this season. Very rare cases where you do so. Probably like 5% of the time. Do not do it ever. Okay, so here I need to play Omega safe. You'll notice that I am nowhere near this Karma Q. Always looking at enemy support's abilities, by the way, every time you last hit a minion. And we relax, okay? And the timing, the red flag to show up when they're gonna start running at you is when they see your support. Okay, this is for the masters playing above. You guys probably don't understand this. When your support is on vision, their support will react. Okay, whether by going to try and match the roam or trying to dive you or poke you or whatever. It happens immediately when they see your support. Same thing goes for jungle, by the way. When they see your jungle, that's when their jungle knows what to do. Okay, let's fast forward. Or not fast forward, but let's continue. Sorry, it's probably going to be a long video. Okay, we're continuing this mid gank, and we don't know what Karma is doing. We must assume she's wrapping around, playing for some kind of Q. Just relax. Your entire job here is to just last hit the minions, okay? Don't do something silly and try and push, because if you try and push this by queuing the wave is going to meet out here, and you still don't know what Karma is, and Karma is going to try and deny you an entire wave. You're just going to fuck yourself, okay? Just relax. When the wave looks like this, slow push crash is the default. If you don't know what that means, it means just last hit to build up a wave so that you can crash everything into towers safely. Maximum safety, maximum dive potential, maximum time to move and do dragon, do crab, help ward base. Okay? Team is playing the 3v3 mid. Karma decides to roam. I'm pretty sure Karma's going to roam or she's going to lose the game. So we're just relaxing here until I see Karma, and then I will try and 1v1 Zeri. You'll notice that I am nowhere near these minions to try and deny Zeri these melees. Don't do that shit, guys. Until you know what's going on the map. Now you know it's 1v1, we can walk up. Okay? I think I drew a penis there. But now that we see Karma confirmed go mid, I can walk up now with headshot that I don't have, by the way. So you get the idea, right? We're not trying to pressure until I see exactly what's going on the map. I'm not gonna try and 1v2 them, because imagine I was standing here and Karma fake roam wrap around. I'm losing flash and my health all of a sudden is very bad. Okay. Anyways, we're gonna play slow push crash, right? I see okay, for a higher GM and above, okay? You need to, well, Masters and above, okay? You need to know which support is coming back into lane first. I see this. I saw Karma moving back first. We need to play maximum safety. Karma is coming back to lane first. Whoever support comes back to lane first is a very, 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 very important concept in the higher elo, because that means the ADC whose support is coming back first wants to fight. And it's actually not as obvious to the lower ranked GM, Master, maybe even lower ranked Challenger ADC players, where whose support is coming back first, because you're like, oh, I saw both supports. I saw both supports out here. Can I just like 1v1 this guy? And then all of a sudden, he's building up a slow push crash, and you lost the trade, and his support is here, and you're gonna get fucked, right? So that's the problem. Okay, so you see what I'm doing here? I'm like, okay, this is a giant ass wave. I really want to crash this, but the Karma's coming back first. I need to sit here and see what the fuck this Karma is doing before I do anything else. Okay, so I'm gonna sit here. I'm gonna ward this bush. You see, I'm like waiting 2 seconds. I see something crazy. I'm like, holy shit, Hecarim is just literally on vision. By the way, if you see their jungle, you need to immediately back the fuck up, because you already won. Okay, so what I mean by that is, if someone shows up in your lane that's not supposed to, enemy mid, enemy jungle, all you have to do is survive, and you've won the map, because your jungle or your mid will do something in response. Okay, you do not want to fight them. Do not touch them. Do not 4v5 ever. Okay, so here I go ward. I see Hecarim. We relax. Yo, oh my god, Saber, didn't you lose 2 minions? Yes. These are not your minions. You cannot get them because Karma's gonna fuck you, right? Because Karma's coming back first. Okay, so you need to relax. You need to see what she's doing. Then you can walk up. Okay, so I'm walking up, being very conscious of this angle where I'm gonna back up and play the net and play the bar coming. If Karma tries to do anything insane, that is why I didn't go for this minion, by the way, if you were wondering, right? Continue. And then I'm waiting for Bard here. I like to put the trap, by the way. Caitlyn specific stuff, finally. I like to put the trap. This is the perfect trap, by the way. Anytime you put a trap down, think of it as building a wall next to an already existing wall. Okay? So this trap is next to a wall that already exists, like this. And you'll put it on convex angles. If you don't know what convex angle means, you just go back to geometry, okay? And then second best spot is in a bush. So in a bush, at the edge of bush, next to the wall is the best spot. Okay, just so you know, for future reference. Anyways, continue. I'm playing the slow push crash. We need to crash the next wave. Hecarim is here. He's level 4. We just saw him. And we see that, again, our team is playing this full clear again. Viego is going to go back to his Krugs, which means Hecarim is probably at one of these 2 spots. Or maybe if we start chickens, he's at chickens, right? So we need to play safe as we crash. Like, you guys like to do some stupid shit. Like, you want to fight or something. Bro, guys, you need to look at your jungle before you do anything. New wave is here. Again, the habit is look at our jungle, look at our support. We see our jungle is top. We do not want to fight. That should be your mindset on this wave. Having a plan on every wave is very important for being able to play the game as ADC. Because if you don't have a plan and you just randomly fight, you're going to get turbo fucked randomly into can't play the game, into get one shot, okay? You do not want that to happen at all costs, okay? So see, I'm very safely killing the minions, okay? You're like, oh my god, you're playing so passive as Caitlyn. I'm playing the game correctly, with as few mistakes as possible, okay? That's what you want. I'm like, I do not want Karma to try and do some flash tether stuff. I do not want any of this to happen. I do not want to pressure their tower when my jungle is top. I want to relax. Okay? This is how you play by default. Yes, you can try and squeeze bottom from stone. You and Bar can try and fuck them as hard as you can, and then hopefully you don't get outplayed and die to a Hecarim gank. You can try that. You have flash. You can try that. But is it smart? No. Okay? This is your default. You can, I'm not saying never try and fuck them with your jungle being topside. I'm not saying that, okay? I'm saying your default should be not trying to do some crazy shit without your jungle, okay? While their jungle was known to be bot, okay? Caitlyn specific stuff, after you crash, we can't pressure tower. You can just hide in a bush and try and go for cheese Qs. This is excellent with your first strike. But don't worry about the first strike stuff. Oops, sorry. Did I mute something on accident? And skip this. Oh god, sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm gonna get the sound back. Okay, good. This video has my soundtrack as well, my voice in it, so I was just trying to eliminate it. Okay, so we're on a neutral wave. The wave's in the middle. We're just gonna last hit when in doubt, just last hit. Okay, and we look at our jungle. Okay, our jungle is coming bot. I don't think we're gonna do dragon, but we're just gonna last hit the minions and see what happens. Don't get hit by Karma Q. That's the entire plan. You see how I'm positioning against this Karma, right, the entire time? Do not get hit by Karma Q. Do not get hit by Karma Q. That should be your mantra. She got slowed by Bard Q. I'm watching my support, by the way, as I'm on a play off my Bard Q. So now I'm going to go for an RNG Q, but it's less RNG now because she got slowed, right? And this is how we're making progress in this lane. Don't get hit by enemy support ability. Play off good support ability from your support, right? And that's how you make progress in laning phase, okay? You don't just walk up and do shit by yourself. That's not how you play the game. Okay, you're going to get fist fucked by the enemy support. It's very bad. That Zeri snipe was insane, by the way. I don't know how she hit me. But that was really good. And then I missed the minion off it, and I gave her a thumbs up. Okay, anyways, let's continue. You see I'm putting traps down. Again, convex angle next to a wall, right? And this is trying to prevent Karma from run up play tether. But I should probably invite the tether because we have Viego coming bot after Crab. I'm sorry, not Crab, Gromp. Now I'm going to crash the wave into tower, right? I want to see what our jungle wants to do, so I'm going to play the crash here. We're not actually trying to fight them. We're just trying to crash, and then maybe we can try and pressure them under tower, because if we pressure them under tower and Hecarim ganks, we have a counter gank from Viego, right? Counter gank is very, very, very good to play. Because, you know, their jungle is shown their hand, and your jungle aims their jungle, and you automatically win the counter gank, right? By default, counter gank is winning, okay? So we see that Hecarim peeked his head. We go over into the river because we want to help our jungle, whatever he's trying to do. Bard is going to naturally shift over, so we should stay out of trouble. Do not try and 1v2 them under tower. That'd be really stupid. 1v2 them under their tower, by the way. Zeri's trying to pull a wave to make us come back, but I'm not convinced this is not going to do anything. My jungle and support are going to 2-man the dragon, and I'm going to sit here, and I'm going to prevent them from doing anything. Right now, my job now becomes, we need to get the dragon, but also don't want to lose the minions, so prevent Karma from going on me, okay? That's the plan. So that's why I'm putting the traps down. So you see, how did we build this wall? Like, this is the original wall. This is the new wall, okay? So putting traps down is like building a wall, okay? You need a channel inner trump, okay? Okay, so we're just trying to kill the minions, trying to crush the wave. I see, like, look, I'm keeping an eye on Karma, keeping an eye on Hecarim. I am shifting towards my team right now. I mean, are they contesting? Like, I am fully ready to contest if they try. There's no way they're gonna contest, by the way, but I'm fully ready. Me and Salas are fully ready to collapse. And then I'm like, huh, they have no vision. Whatever, just like hit this guy. Okay, so I'm just hitting this guy. Bard portals in, finds a sick Q, and I play for EW. You'll notice that I net into W is the best combo, by the way, on Caitlyn, if you don't know. Hecarim actually avoids the trap, but he's dead anyways. Nothing he can do. He's just basing in a troll spot. And then we know that we are that they have no jungle, and we come back to lane. We do the evaluation thing again. Okay, do I want to crush the wave and the base, or do I want it to push towards me? Well, you can't base immediately because they'll just crash, right? But do I want to pull the wave? Just let's say, right? So in this case, I think technically we should try and pull the wave and apply pressure. But if you think about it, your jungle actually wants to fuck off and do something else, which is like he actually wants to base and go top. So you don't actually have anything here, which means I am down to just kill the minions. Okay, so that's the plan. So here I'm just thinking, what do I want to do with this? I'm not sure. I'm just last hitting. Right? I see Viego basing. I see Bard fighting. I'm like, I don't really see anything here. Don't get hit by the Karma Q. Just relax if you're not sure, and then find a way to base. Bard is trying to base here, trying to sneak a base. I missed a minion here, which is a little bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. And then I'm trying to figure out how to crash. Okay, I kind of want to go home. I have a lot of money, and I'm down to just not, you know, if we can successfully find a crash safely while my jungle is clearing topside, that's ideal, right? So here I'm trying to find a crash. I'm like, can we crash a cannon? Thinking about it. Okay, let's do it. Okay, so I try and crash a cannon. So I cue the wave, just hit the minions. You notice I'm not pressuring them at all. Again, it is not our time to pressure because our jungle is playing topside, right? So we just want to keep things clean, kill the minions, right? So I'm killing the minions here. Okay, Bard hits the cannon, and I'm trying to base here. Okay, last hit. Okay, can we find a base? I'm trying to make sure that they don't freeze. By the way, if you base here and they keep the wave here, the thing that happens that I did to them when they died will happen to me, which is I will lose an entire wave. Remember, the game is all about how do I not lose minions. Okay, don't chase kills. You need to chase the minions. So yeah, I need to make sure it crashes. Okay, crash being get into the tower if you don't know the terminology. So I go board, right? I'm trying to make sure I'm ulting for first strike, and I saw the Karma shield, so they can't shield it, the ult. Karma's taking a lot of damage, means we can crash, okay? So we're not actually trying to kill her. Don't do anything stupid, like, oh, if I can try and kill her. No, remember, again, the whole setup is your jungle is full clearing towards you, and you're trying to figure out how to crash. Killing Karma is not part of the plan. You also can't kill her. She has heal, and she has flash, okay? Just relax, bro. Trade some few hits with Zeri, and then I'm trying to crash a wave, okay? So here, I'm trying to crash a wave, and then we're going to get the hell out of here. Maybe I can try to hit the play if it's safe enough. There's Karma's kind of trolling, right? The Karma's getting outplayed by my Bard. So I'm trying to crash a wave. Okay, I missed a minion. It is what it is. I'm like, I can try and hit the play here. So I'm gonna hit the play here. Okay, let's go home. Okay, and then something interesting happens. Okay, so as I'm trying to go home, I realize as I check the next wave, it's not a cannon. Okay, so what that means is if it's not a cannon, what they will do is they will automatically try and crash the wave, and you will lose 6 minions. Okay, you do not want that to happen. So I'm like, okay, it's not a cannon. I actually cannot base here. I'm gonna pretend to base, and then I'm gonna cancel. I'm gonna do damage to her so she can't all in me, and then I'm gonna try and kill the minions as fast as I can. Because the next wave is a cannon. If you've been keeping track, it's every 3 waves, right? So I need to kill this wave and go home. So both of us are just trying to clear the wave and go home here, right? So if you're wondering why am I not pulling the wave, trying to freeze? No. We need to get the fuck out of here. I need to go home. I have 2k gold to spend. So I'm gonna go home here. Even though Viego is bot, finishing is clear, and he wants to do something here, there's nothing to do. And also, I can't even help him if I wanted to. Okay, so we're gonna go home. Okay. So we go home here. And we see that as we're going home, we just take a look at what our support and jungle are doing. Okay, so looks like they're messing with Karma. Good. I'm buying components of my Hex Optics. Buying the boots one. I mean, it's kind of a perfect buy, I'm not gonna lie. And come back to lane. We're trying to guess what Hecarim's doing. They're guessing the Void Grubs. Viego's gonna do blue, and then we're gonna watch what our jungle and support do. Okay, that's the most important part of this game, is watching what your teammates do. That tells you what you're gonna do. Okay, I see Karma, I see Bard. I know it's 1v1 on Zeri, unless Hecarim is somehow bot, which is pretty much impossible. There's no way. But maybe in lower elo there's a way. So we're gonna try and 1v1 her. So we're gonna play in a 1v1 sense. Now it's 1v1 finally. I ulti her for the first check money and for the poke. I'm trying to pressure on minion, but I don't have a headshot. She immediately goes for the all-in. She does not want to get poked in this lane. So all I have to do is just survive the all-in, right? So I'm running. I'm playing a neck carefully. I'm trying to play EW. She dodged it. And I'm out. Okay? All I had to do is survive. I'm not trying to fight her. Okay? I'm just trying to poke her with my headshot. That's the entire plan. 1v1, right? Trying to poke her with headshot when she wants a minion. Okay, now she has no ulti. I take a look again at new wave, right? I'll take a look at what's going on here. I'm like, Hecarim did not show. That's kind of suspicious, okay? Keep that in the back of your head. Okay, as we're laning here. Do we want to do anything crazy? Not really. Okay, now I see a Hecarim. Now I know for sure it's 1v1. Okay, and Karma's still there. Now I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try and stack headshot. I'm trying to deny minion. See, look, stack headshot, trying to deny minion. I couldn't deny because I had to kill my own minion. It is what it is. And then we did the same thing again, trying to stack a headshot. I was trying to go in the bush to stack headshots, but yeah, that's basically it. Okay, pause. New wave. Who's coming back first? I see Bart is still fucking around mid. Okay, I think Karma's coming back first. So this is the part that's really important. This is the second time this happened. Which support is coming back first? I need to relax. Okay, their support and jungle are coming buff first. We need to relax. We need to Omega relax. We do not want to fight her anymore. Okay, you see I'm pinging. I'm like, I cannot play the game, guys. I cannot play the game. Where did the wave meet? You saw the wave met on their side of the river, which means if I do nothing, the wave's going to push towards me. We need to relax and do nothing. We need to relax and do nothing. Keep literally say that over and over again because they're going to wrap and kill your ass the instant they see you, right? So we need to relax, okay? We need to relax. I'm literally relaxing. Zeri should be slow push crashing, but what she's doing right now is allowing me to kill 1 or 2 minions for free, right? So I kill the minions and run, okay? I show. Every time you show, that's their cue to run at you, by the way. If you didn't know. I know this video is getting a little bit long, but this is a full comprehensive guide on how to play Caitlyn. Okay, now Salas wants to play this gank, and we see the Karma. Okay, so now only the jungle could be here. This is a little bit suspicious, but I'm down. Okay, I'm trying to attract their attention again, and I see the Hecarim. Now we know for sure we gotta do this fast and leave, because like we saw, or like we know from before, their jungle and support are coming by first because they gave up the Void Grubs, right? So we're gonna make this happen really fast. If it's not gonna work, it's not gonna work. Okay, so you can argue that, okay, I should have done it. I should have been a little bit harder there. I should have hit it with the Q on the silence E2 or something. But this was a scam, anyways. We didn't actually want to die doing this. Okay, it's okay. If you miss kills, it is not the best, but it is okay. Things are okay. If you int into enemy team roaming, it's very bad. Okay, so here I'm playing very safe, trying to clear the wave and go home because there's support and jungle playing here. I need to leave, guys. I'm done here. There's nothing for me to do. So whatever this is, you can't move. Why? Because if you show up, you have nothing to offer. We have no mana. I have no ult. I got nothing, guys. We just need to go home. We need to take a reset, okay? You guys move too much. You guys will move to this fight and get nothing done. You need to take your free reset. Okay, that was my reset timer. I do not want to ruin it by going to a fight that I know nothing good will happen. Okay, so I reset. Come back to lane. Holy shit, this video is 33 minutes long and it's only been 10 minutes in game time. That's kind of insane. I'm sorry. But we did say it was going to be a full comprehensive guide to playing Caitlyn, right? This is very, very, very important. Very important. This is probably the only fucking video you need to learn how to play ADC. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. Okay. Come back to lane again. Same goddamn habit. What is my jungle doing? What's my support? They're coming out of base. Well, actually, Viego's on the gromp, and my support's coming out of base. We gotta relax here, catch the wave safely. Okay, that's my job. Okay, so relax here, catch a wave safely. That's what I'm thinking. I missed the minion. FF. It looks like they're doing the dragon. Can I clear this? I'm trying to clear this. They're doing the dragon. Karma is on it. Okay, you see, did I take a Karma RQ to the face? No, I did not. This is what you guys, probably platinum and below, you guys just... I took a Karma RQ to the face. That's what you guys do all the time. Okay, your job is to literally not get hit by enemy support's abilities. Yeah, that was a little bit silly by me, but all good because I have some form of sustain in the Omnivamp there. Okay, there's a lot of fuckery going around here. Your job is to get the wave. Okay, your job is to get the wave. Don't get baited by this. Okay, if Bart hit a Q, I was here, but he didn't hit the Q, so I'm not here. You know what I mean? So I'll get the wave. I look at the map as I hit a minion. I see that there is a Hecarim. Top side we know is 2v2. 2v2 means we play off the Bard's abilities, but Bard has the ult, which means we can't 2v2. You see how that works? Okay, fast forward. Again, don't get hit by the Karma RQ. We need to wait for Bard ult. You'll see a lot of times in this game, I'm playing strictly with my support. I'm like, where's the Bard ult? Where's the Bard ult? No Bard ult, you go no fight, right? Because why would you fight at less than full strength, right? Only if they have no strength. But Karma has no ult. Karma's always strong. That was a nice zap by her. She's hitting with a few good zaps, but ultimately amounting to nothing. Thankfully, because Karma is pretty passive in this lane. Get her with the fat one. Okay, she's dead. She randomly stepped on a trap. What did I say? Edge of bushes, right? I said edge of bushes were great spots. I'm not gonna flash. I'm not gonna do anything crazy. I'm just gonna apply pressure. Don't use any abilities. I didn't have to actually use any abilities in the end. But if she had done something crazy, like try to flash away something, then I would flash. Does that make sense? I'm trying to apply pressure without using any abilities. These are skill shots, very hard to hit. We relax, okay? If she try to all in me, I press the E button. If she try to run away, I press the R button, right? Something like that, okay? So we gotta relax. And where did I put the trap? I put the trap right here, edge of bushes. Remember, edge of bush is where they're highly likely to step on it if they have no vision. Now they're saying mid jungle is coming. We gotta get the fuck away. I'm not killing minions. I'm leaving until I know I'm safe. Then I come back to kill the minion. I gotta say, hey, can I crash the next wave? Hell no. You want to crash this wave because it's frozen? Too bad. Your jungle is top. Okay, you need to just base. So I'm gonna take my base right now. I do not care. If it's frozen, it's frozen. It is what it is. We killed the Zeri on a scam. We love that. Okay. It's all good, bro. It's all good. So we base here, take our base. We say we lose a few minions, but we basically made it so they can't play bot side at all. I bought the BF sword here. The thinking is level 9. I want enough AD to clear the range creeps with 1 Q. Okay, it's very important for being safe. In terms of if they're crashing when they kill your jungle or support, you can one-shot the wave before they dive you. Or for getting tempo, if you are winning in a winning spot, you can Q one-shot the wave and move quickly, right? Okay, so you see here, coming back to lane, the same thing. Enemy, what's my support jungle doing? We're making a top play. What is enemy support jungle doing? They're invading bot side. Okay, so what's my plan here? I need to make sure I don't die. Okay, I need to make sure I'm safe. So you see what I'm doing? I'm like, okay, what's happening here? I'm gonna ward this. Where the fuck is this heck room? I'm gonna trap this. I'm like not looking at the lane at all. I am literally looking for this Hecarim and Karma. I'm showing right now. Okay, now they're starting to move. Okay, you see how that works, right? I showed one time they're starting to make plays. We need to go contest because contest is apparently what our team wants to do. So we're gonna run up and do what our support and jungle want to do. We're not gonna fucking try and 1v1 Zeri or anything stupid. We're gonna go over here. Now you'll notice that this is not gonna work because the first thing you see here is this Hecarim is gonna smite the blue and run away. So we already know this is not gonna work. We're just here for more support because I have nothing to do bot. I'm just gonna relax, okay? But in the back of my head, I'm just gonna go bot immediately, right? I'm like, that shit is gonna get smited away. We go bot. Viego is gonna do his Gromp Wolves, and then he's gonna try and do something, which means I want to clear the wave safely, and we want to wait for Bard out. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do here. Okay, so I'm gonna clear the wave safely. Okay, I'm gonna kill the minions. Just don't miss the minions. We're gonna relax. Okay, I think Viego wants to try something, but I don't know if there's anything here. We have no Bard out. Oh, okay, Karma's trolling. This is all them. This is all them. This is nothing to do with you. They got it or they don't. Okay, I'm gonna go push the wave. Okay, now when someone dies, you need to update your plan as well. Okay, so if someone died and we're bored out now, I think we can play the dive the Zeri. So that's exactly what my team's gonna try and do. Okay, we're gonna crash the wave, try and play the dive the Zeri because the support just died for free. So my team is hunting. You see they check the bush between the two towers. Zeri is smart. She ran all the way back and probably based. So now we're gonna hit the tower. Okay. I'm gonna forward the tower. I'm a little surprised Viego is hitting with me, but he probably has nothing better to do. Thank you for the sub, by the way, Cybertron Laser. Thank you for the sub. Okay, I'm just hitting the tower, and then I see, okay, Zeri and Karma are coming back. I'm kind of confused. I'm like, okay, is Hecarim here? Because why is Karma coming straight back to lane? And I'm like, guys, we can kill on Bardo. So I'm just saying, Bard R is lethal. So I want people to stay. I want people to stay because I know if we hit this Bard R, they're dead. So I'm like, okay, okay, we hit a Bard Q. I'm down. So we try and Q because I can't. If you're wondering why I Q'd through the minions for half damage, is because there's no other way to follow up there. So I just Q'd the best I could. And then we're looking for the Bardo. I'm continuing because I'm looking for the Bardo. Okay, and then they're saying Nasus Hecarim is coming. I'm like, I'm pretty sure I can hit this. Reason being is if Nasus Hecarim here, we still have Bard ult and I still have Flash. I'm gonna flash a Hecarim mode. I'm gonna Bard ult, get the fuck away from this Nasus. We're chilling, okay? So I'm gonna hit this tower. I'm gonna base. Okay, so I'm gonna base here. Why don't we go for the next wave? This is now too deep because Viego does not want to babysit us anymore. He needs to go top, do his camps. And if Hecarim Nasus come now on this wave, it's not looking good. Okay, so we're gonna base. Okay, so don't go for the next wave. Just go home. We need to fix our lane assignments. I need to go mid. We need to take the bot tower by default. Just go mid. You're wondering what I'm buying here. I'm like trying to figure out what I want to buy. The shoes don't look like it's a great purchase. I'm going for my PD here. If you're wondering why I'm buying PD on Caitlyn, it's because the 10% move speed makes it so that you can play really safe, really consistent. I think it might just be a play for, if you play crit, is play for 3 items. You play for 3 items. You need to be safe. You're going to be safe. PD gives 10% move speed. You should probably buy a second, right? So, yeah, pretty much every build is just Hex Optics PD. Now, we're coming back. We're going to mid here. I think we're trying to kill Zeri because Bard R is lethal. We say the Hecarim, we need to get the fuck out. Okay, the only reason why we're able to chase is because Viego's looking at us and I have flash. Okay, so we relax. We missed the Bard out. Relax. My job is now kill the wave without getting Karma Ard. You see how it's very similar to laning phase, right? When you try and contest the wave without getting hit by support's abilities, and we gotta watch for our jungler, right? What does our jungler want to do? He wants to do Gromp. What do? We play towards bot side because the dragon is spawning. That's the objective we want to play for. Do we want to do anything else? No, relax. Go back mid, kill the wave, right? Everything very, 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 very consistent and safe. And maximizing our econ, okay? Very, very, very little did I try in 1v1 Zeri. Or pressure her 1v1. It was always leveraging through my teammates, okay? Now, we want to play the dragon. I walk into the river. I start checking to see where Hecarim is. I'm going to pull this dragon. I take a look at the wave. The wave is very far away. I think we can finish the dragon before the wave shows up. So we're going to hit the dragon right now. Our whole team is here. You notice they're TPing in. It's 5v5. They are contesting 5v5. Okay, now we need to play the team fight. Now, let's talk about Caitlyn Mechanics. We have a trap next to the wall in a bush on a convex angle. We have a trap, not quite a convex angle, but built off a wall. We're going to put another trap here. These are melee traps against melee champions that want to contest, that want to fight us. You'll notice I put these traps down. Look, like this wall now became this wall, okay? It's very hard for them to just walk past it, right? And we're going to stack headshot. I instantly stopped playing to kill the dragon, and now I'm stacking my headshot. We're going to play off headshot crit. Okay, that's the plan. That's the entire plan when we play Caitlyn. But one headshot crit play on our passive, right? One headshot crit play on our passive. We have traps, two traps, 3 traps, maybe 1 EW combo ready, and Q if someone gets CC'd. That's the entire plan. Okay, those are our defaults. So I'm watching here. Headshot the Nasus. I need to stack headshot again. Okay, we got the dragon. I think the fight is dead. Okay, the reason why the fight is dead is because we have no Bardo, and Bardo is half this is the entire support's power. We got nothing, guys. Okay, we know Bardo. We don't want to fight. We need to immediately go play for the mid wave once we got the dragon. We need to disengage. Okay, that's the plan. Guys, we need to get out. So I'm pinging. We need to leave, guys. We're trying to help the Mundo get out. I think he's not out. Okay. We still need to exit. We need to play for the mid wave. Okay, so that's what we're doing. Okay, we're all going to mid wave. I'm like checking the status of Bard R. Guys, do we have Bard R? Viego's looking for a stun. This is not a real play. If Salas went on this, we would have all died. We need to play for the Bard R, right? We need to relax. We need to get the wave safely without, again, getting hit by the Karma R. But not just the Karma poke this time. It's also a Hecarim, Nasus Wither, you know, whatever bullshit they got, okay? So every time you kill minions, you need to make sure you don't get hit by enemy abilities. It went from enemy supports abilities to just enemy abilities in general. You see, okay, now we're going to see what they're doing. Our team has no camp stop, right? Wave is dead, new wave shows up, we do the same havoc. Okay, what is our jungle support doing? Looks like we are following them to try and contest this. How do we do it? We play off the Bardo, okay? So let's watch this Challenger 4v5 show up. Now I'm pinging, we gotta go, right? Why? Because we have Bardo. Bardo is lethal on trap. Okay, so we're like, okay, let's go. So we started a fight. Bard's looking. He's waiting for the juiciest R. I'm gonna try and hit this trap, but it's a little bit deep because these two guys are trying to zone us from us trapping and one-shotting their team. So you see, Hecarim actually ate this fucking trap on purpose so that Zeri wouldn't get Q trapped. Q into headshot. It was actually crazy. I'm like, fuck yeah, I hit the Hecarim instead. And then we had to disengage because that was the play. We had to play around CC. We had to play around the teammates' abilities. That was the Bardo. We're done. Okay, if there's anything, it's because they're running into our CC. We gotta run, guys. Okay, so you see, we're not trying to do anything crazy. We're playing the mid wave. Okay, we're trying to take control of the bush again in a bush, right? Convex angle, building a wall in a bush. You're starting to see a pattern here, right? Hopefully. We need to play safe. We still have flash, still have barrier. We need to make sure we can't die. Okay. That actually kills me, by the way. I fucked up. If he had hit me with the ult pushing me into his team, I would have been caught there. That was good by Hecarim. But he fucked up the angle, so he's dead instead. I immediately go for the mid wave. Why are we not chasing? Again, we are not chasing kills. We're chasing waves. Waves is how we generate econ, generate XP. If I chase them with no mana, no abilities, nothing, we're just wasting a bunch of time. Okay, so you need to just go get the mid wave. Okay, if they kill them or don't kill them, that has nothing to do with me. I could not impact that at all. Okay, so I need to go push mid. Okay, my job is to get the mid as fast as possible. And then because of that, not only did I get the wave, I also got a plate. Okay, not only did I get a wave and a plate, I get the next wave. And then now we channel base, okay? Because after we crash, we need to go home, right? That's your defaults. These are your defaults. We must stick to our defaults. Now we have no flash. for GMing up, we need to talk about flash usage. The way you play with flash and the way you don't have flash is very different. If you have flash, you're walking up, you're trying to bait enemy engage, you're trying to bait that Hecarim ult that I didn't bait. If you have no flash, you need to stand in Africa because you can no longer bait. They know that, right? Here I buy the Swifties because I'm thinking that my sustain is going to come from my BT after my 4 crit items, and I don't need the Omni-Vamp boosts. I don't want to play super max move speed against fucking Nasus, Hecarim, Vlad, and Zeri, and Karma, okay? I'm just playing maximum move speed here, okay? Show up mid, crush the wave, hit the tower, look at my support jungle. You know the drill, okay? And we already know that this guy wants to bop for clear, and I need to wait for Bardo. It's the same thing over and over again, guys, okay? So I'm gonna hit this in a way where I can't get engaged on. Look, I'm staring at Karma here. I'm staring at Hecarim. I'm like, huh, this would be a great time for Hecarim to just run at me if I'm not careful, okay? So that's what I'm thinking about right now. Look where I'm standing. I'm like, am I gonna die Hecarim here? Oh, God. Okay, Zeri's doing some crazy shit. I just need to disengage. I need to run. Hecarim is showing up too. We're just running, bro. I'm trying to trick her by dodging her Q, and then we relax. Okay, now I press R, maybe. Like this, my job here is done. Looks like she got hit because, you know, I don't know, she's trolling. Probably should have thrown Q instead of ult. It is what it is. This thing here, you should not throw your skill shot at the guy coming out of Zhonya's or Bard ult or anything, because they will always use a movement ability. Just wait half a second to see if they get stunned. If they flash, shoot it at their flash location. Okay, so that was a bad habit by me to shoot my Q there. If you guys are wondering, higher level players, you should just wait to see if they get CC'd. Okay, and then crush the. You get the wave. I see Hecarim's doing the chickens. I'm just gonna hit the tower. The bot lane inted. Okay, I'm just gonna hit the tower, and guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna reset. Okay, so I'm gonna get the wave. I'm gonna go home. I can consider getting next waves kind of deep. I'm not gonna go for red here. We need to take a reset first, and I can go get the red. We're gonna buy a pickaxe here, probably a pink ward. Play mid. From this, I mean, the game's over. After we won the 4v5 at the Void Grub where Hecarim fucked up his ult, the game is basically a done deal because, you know, from this spot, you're guaranteed to your 3 items safely. If you're not playing stupid, you just play the way we're playing the entire game, and we're gonna carry. Okay, so the game is now completely in our hands. We basically can't lose unless we're like giga trolling. Maybe you guys might find a way. I don't know, but hopefully you don't get hit by enemy abilities, right? Walk up. Get the wave. Make sure we're not dying to some crazy Hecarim gank, right? This is why clearing the range creeps with 1Q is very important. Look how fast I was able to clear the wave, right? Walk up, hit the minions, and then stack headshot. We're at a time where maybe stacking headshot is relevant. You'll notice that I wiggled a little bit to pretend that I'm trying to pressure, but actually my jungle has no intentions of doing anything. My Mundo has not gone, is not even in lane, and my Celis is basing. We don't want to do anything. Bard is no ult. Okay, we don't want to do anything, okay? We want to just relax. Anytime, the decision to fight literally comes from staring at the map. Anytime I actually touch them is because I looked at the map, I said to myself, we have enough information or decision to actually do something here, and I try to hit them, okay? Before then, we're not actually trying to hit them. Am I trying to fucking hit them with a headshot? No, do you see how fast that Hecarim showed up? Again, my jungle is not playing for the wave. He is playing for his camp. What is my Celis? He's not even on the wave. They're fucking millionaires coming. The Nasus is literally in fog of war running at us. What is Mundo doing? They're top laners stacking a wave to come mid. Guys, this is how you get 5-man like an idiot with no flash. Guys, do not contest the wave. We gotta relax. This is not our wave to contest. Okay, you see how that works? Hecarim is literally sitting behind them, hoping something will happen. Nasus literally base to go top. Like, what is happening, guys? We just gotta relax and wait for things to simplify. Things simplify when your jungle finishes his camp and decides what to do next. Okay? And when you support us, so we just clear the wave safely. Again, I have no flash. We need to be safe. And then I run directly towards my jungler, and we're going to play with our dude, okay? And we're going to approach the wave from the same angle as our teammates. And then, finally, it's simplified because they decided killing ADC is impossible. We go for the Silas, and that means we are going to get mid and play for top tower or mid tower, okay? That's the plan. We're going to trade sides because we cannot immediately respond. It's too far away, okay? So, push. We're playing push here. And then this side of the map has the Baron, by the way. So we're going to immediately go Baron, right? Because it spawned 30 seconds ago. So we're going to go Baron. So they're going to kill Silas. We're going to go Baron. So we're going to do Baron. They see us, so they're going to run to us as fast as possible, which means it's going to be a fight. Okay, so we're going to try and rush this down. But if we can't do it in time, so I'm going to put, again, convex angle next to a wall. Not quite convex angle. This would be the convex angle. But that spot is not as useful, obviously, because they're not going to enter. They're going to enter from there. So I'm going to put that trap down, okay? So when you're playing Caitlyn, you should have 2 traps. You should have 1 trap in your inventory for every CC. I should have 1 trap for Bardo, if not 2, and 1 trap for my net play. So I should have 3 traps, which is exactly what I have here. I can go less, but I should probably keep at least 1 for the Bardo. Okay, so you see me putting down the traps. Entering the fight, I need to start with headshot, okay? So I have headshot. Now you'll see me proceed to play off headshot. I'm I'm gonna headshot this guy. I'm gonna headshot this guy. Headshot this guy. I play one net play, one Q play if they step on a CC, and I play EW combo. And then don't think about ult. Okay, don't think about auto tag. It's just headshots only. Drop headshot passive, then you stack headshot on the closest guy. Okay, look. Headshot this guy. Headshot this guy. Headshot the guy on trap. Play the net. Okay, stack headshot again. Okay, I stacked headshot. What should I do with this headshot? I can in fact aim Zeri with this, but I got scared because Ness is flashing like a psychopath, so I kind of want to get away from him. So I headshot Ness instead. But obviously, I could have headshot the Zeri here if you saw that she was walking in. I did not see. I'm just playing safe, knitting away from the Nessus. Try Q Zeri. That's kind of worthless to be honest. And I just kill the Nessus. That's it. That's the game. Okay, that's the game. That's the entire game of League of Legends. Now you're wondering, okay, well we didn't even get to 3 items. Now what? I mean, most of League of Legends, I'm not gonna lie, is decided within the first 3 items. It's not, you don't even get to 3 items, right? So this is basically how you play Caitlyn from beginning to end in a nutshell. Now, if you're wondering how we play with items, let me show you how we play with items. I have one example for you where I have a perfect pentakill. We're gonna use this example because we didn't have a game with a bunch of items. This is a game with a bunch of items. Okay, let me set the audio track so you can't hear my voice. Okay, I guess there's only one audio track, you hear my voice. But basically, when it comes to Caitlyn specific mechanics, every fight should be structured the same way. Approach with passive headshot after stacking on the wave. Play traps on convex angles, build walls. If you're playing against melee champ, build walls near you on convex angles. Play edges of bushes. Play EW combo, okay? And then if you have no headshot because you use a headshot passive play, stack on the closest thing available in the safest way possible. You cannot stack passive on an enemy champion unless they're literally a sitting duck. Okay, just by default, you don't stack your passive headshot unless it's literally on like a tank who used every ability. Okay, let's watch this fight. Probably not gonna talk too much. Well, I'll probably talk a lot, but we're gonna show you one time. Okay, so I played 2 traps in the bush on the edge of wall, right? We're gonna Q or out of bush, you can Q headshot instead of just headshot. By the way, if you didn't know, that's a habit you should do. Okay, if I started, play EW, I put the W down. I'm playing the second trap on the convex angle. He stepped on it, auto attack cancel, stack, headshot on the minions. Play the second trap, play the third trap. I trap while before I headshot, by the way. And I headshot, passive headshot, EW. Look for the Lucian. The Q was kind of crazy. And then that was the fight. Okay? So if you're wondering how to play late game Caitlyn, this is how you play late game Caitlyn. Okay? Anyways, that is the end of the goddamn video. It's almost an hour long. I hope that everyone who watched this video learned something about ADC. Hopefully about the thought process that goes into into my Caitlyn, I guess, where it's just in general a challenger ADC. And I hope this helped for your I hope it helped you guys get ideas for your own gameplay, whether or not you play Caitlyn or ADC or whatever in general. Okay, thank you for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. Comments, questions, concerns, let me know in the YouTube description, and I gotta give a shout out to my Patreons on Patreon right after this. I want to give a huge shout out to Sonia C, Wise Wind, Austin D, Leighton B, and Paul, and everyone else at Patreon who helps support the educational content on this channel. If you guys want to take a look at all my coaching sessions, they're all on Patreon. Some are free, some you have to be a tier 1 sub or the $5 sub. But yeah, if you want to support this kind of educational content on this YouTube channel, please check out my Patreon and or the stream. Anyways, thank you for watching. I will see you guys in the next video.